thoughts, views, and opinions of this podcast are for those who don't give a fuck about others' thoughts, views, and opinions. We say what the fuck we want to say, and if that's how we feel, that's how we feel, and if you hurt, so what? Keep in your moment, respectfully. Welcome to the show.
Oh, you know I can be.
Look, that nigga, his name is El Farik.
I'm so drunk. I'm so drunk.
Why you so drunk?
Make sure we take that part out.
Nope.
Nah. It's already in. Paul.
Yeah.
That shit. This nigga been drunk all day. How you been drunk all day?
Nigga, every time we talk to him, he drunk. That's what I'm saying. What he got going on, bro? Is you celebrating or you going through some things? I need to know.
All of the above.
Oh, man, you stressed out, bro? What you stressed out about? This move.
Welcome to the pod.
Yeah, welcome to
the pod. Look at Trey. Hey, Trey, I like that jacket though, bro. You for sure. Now, no, hold on. Now,
he went to the team. He went to the team store today.
He was about to say now he look like he on the team. Like he like
nigga went to the team store this morning.
I literally threw this on because it was cold in the basement.
I literally threw this on.
No, I was
matching outfit.
It was the well, I had the hat on already. The
of course you did. Why not?
The jacket. The jacket was the closest jacket to me, so that's why I threw it on. But it looked good.
He's got random Lions gear just laying around just in case. Like, oh shit, let me throw him something real quick.
You never know.
I feel you. That's how I got my Ohio State shit. I just got Ohio State shit just damn near. I ain't gonna say anywhere, but I could throw some shit on real fast for sure.
Ooh wee. How's everybody doing?
I'm pretty good.
I'm straight, man. Have fun with the kids yesterday.
Yeah, I'm straight.
You drunk, my man.
So drunk.
What you sipping on?
Jorgitos.
Tequila. Yeah.
Man, both these niggas drunk. Swayze drunk too. Look at that nigga.
I thought Swayze getting
Swayze, okay.
Keep going on.
You ain't drunk?
No, I'm not drunk.
He said no.
You high? Some your eyes is low. Like
he snitching. Look at he want to piss test you now.
Definitely getting an undercover cop.
He trying to give it undercover cop. Yeah.
Nah,
nigga.
I remember.
Is it snowing up there?
Nah.
It was hailing earlier, but.
Did y'all see that the Pistons and the Wolves was fighting?
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay. I saw a thumbnail of it, but I was trying to get on here, so I ain't even get a chance to get on them.
Yeah, the announcer said something about they braved the storm or some shit over there. I'm like, maybe it was in Minnesota. I didn't even pay attention to where they was at. But I'm like, still snowing in America?
It was storming up here, but it wasn't like Minnesota.
You know what?
Detroit,
I'm bugging. You got on so much Detroit shit. I thought you was in Detroit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I forgot where you live. This nigga rocking colors. I thought this nigga was on 8 man. My fault. You right? My bad. Thought this nigga was my fault. I'm tripping.
Yeah. Shit. Hey, first off, I want to before we get started for real. I want to shout out to the podcast. This is 5. We got 6 weeks in a row, I believe. 5 on video. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to you guys. Shout out to all the listeners.
Like what?
Niggas take their own shit. Niggas.
Nigga gave us some
their own shit.
No, I was hoping you put a clap track behind that, so it made it sound like it was bigger. So, you know, I'm prepping you for your editing later on.
You said you hoped I clapped that when I got behind that?
Nah, nigga, that's what you said.
That is not what he said. That is not what he said. He didn't say nothing.
Let's start off with the pause of the week.
Yeah, he didn't say nothing like that.
That might be it right there. Shit,
Jermaine, your mind looking at it rolls out with you.
Hey, I don't know. I'm feeling good.
Are you drunk too?
Nah, hell no. I wish.
Everybody been sipping. I'm the only one. I'm sober as a gopher at this motherfucker.
I'm sorry. I gotta get something.
Just got my.
Clearly, I gotta catch up.
This is my first drink, so.
Man, I'll take a shot if you go.
Jermaine got his Oktoberfest glass.
Facts. But no, I just want to shout out to the pod.
Can I ask you a question, Jermaine, before we get started?
What's up, bro?
Did you steal that cup?
Yep.
My nigga, he gonna stay consistent. He gonna stay consistent.
But yeah, if you new here, like, share, comment. Even if we fucking suck, you think we're dumb, or our takes is trash, or our show in general is trash, let us know in the comment section. I'll probably try to flame you up, but it's cool as long as you ain't got no personal information or pictures of yourself, because I will roast you. But I still appreciate you, watching
this nigga want to get into a battle so bad.
I don't want to get into a battle.
you want to internet beef with somebody, bro? Why? I want internet beef with nigga.
I'm a lover, not a fighter, bro. Shit, I don't got nothing. I've been chilling. I'm cool. So
right.
Yeah. I don't know what we got lined up. Anybody got anything before we get going? Fucking Jim Jones.
Oh yeah,
Jimmy.
I want to start there.
Yeah.
Let's kick it off right there.
Kick it off with homeboy Jimmy. So, it's been like a conversation going around lately, basically saying that Jim Jones does not act his age.
Okay.
I know he responded once, basically saying, it's a Harlem thing. Niggas wouldn't understand. That's just how New York niggas act, Harlem niggas act. And he out here getting bread. He feeding his family. So why the fuck does it matter? However he's acting is providing, basically, and giving him a lifestyle that us broke ass niggas wouldn't know nothing about. So
is that what that mean?
Hey, is that what he said?
I mean, basically, he didn't say the broke ass niggas part, but he did say
no. All right, so just let me cut right there. I'll just pull this nigga up to see how old he was. 40 years old. So
how old is he?
48. Now he's talking about broke ass niggas, right? He has a net worth of 400,000.
Well, he didn't.
Nah, Jim Jones definitely got more money than that.
He didn't.
That's a net worth around 400,000.
He live in a regular ass neighborhood. Be your neighbor. I ain't gonna lie to you. But
I'm not saying it. But I mean, but Jim Jones has been around a lot of money though. I'm not gonna say he's worth 400.
I'll give him that.
I'm not say what you want, but net worth speaks numbers.
Yeah, but that should be wrong. But even if whether he got 400,000 or 400 million,
I mean, it's more than I got, but I'm saying like it's not like he ain't rich, but
his excuse is stupid. I got you.
That was just my sidebar. Go ahead, Jermaine. Sorry,
it's all good. He didn't say broke ass. He didn't say that part at the end. Basically, I was paraphrasing.
But he insinuated it though.
Not really. He was just saying he lived how he has provided his lifestyle. He ain't broke, basically.
Right.
So why does it matter how he acts? It's not an act. It's a Harlem thing. So I was just going to get y'all opinion on how do you feel? Do you feel like there's a certain age where the gangster street shit, hanging out with the niggas, like, does that, at some point you just gotta hang your shoes?
Does it have an age limit on it?
Yeah.
You gotta retire from the game?
I don't think so.
Not for sure you do. Go ahead. Why you don't think so though?
I mean, like when it comes to Jim Jones, I don't know. Like, me, like I wouldn't want to live like that. I feel like you got to grow up sometime, but I don't know. Just fits his personality. Like, I don't know. Does he have kids?
Yeah.
I thought that was a meme.
Yeah, he has kids.
The one I've seen, it looked like Cameron. So I thought that was like.
You thought Cameron was his kid?
Nah, bro. He took a picture with a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Kids, and I feel like maybe, but I don't know.
So
he ain't bothering me. So whatever they want to do.
I mean so here's my little 2 cents. Like he that's kind of what he was like when he was his rapping career. Maybe just trying to stick with that persona. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
And just like trying to keep to what he was in his rap career, like that hype, basically the hype man for Dipset. Basically, this nigga was a Flavor Flav for Dipset. I mean, he could rap too, but at the same point, like he was literally the hype man. That's probably what he's still trying to do, is basically be that. Just my little thing. And it doesn't bother me. Niggas gonna act how they want to act, but I think there is an age limit to, doing that. I think it's when you hit the 40. Me, it was like 35, but when you hit 40, I think you need to start acting like an adult. Ain't none of us act like adults, honestly, but at the same point, you need to start being,
Trying to be an adult.
Yeah, trying to be something.
What's the shit he always say when he be doing interviews? What's a little phrase he always be saying?
You hurt?
Yeah, that shit. That that. So that's where I'll be like, see, bro, you too old for that. You too old for it. He says it a lot though. Like it's after every like when he really be like getting this shit off, he gonna say you hurt a lot. So what I'll say is, yeah, I think there is an age limit on. I do understand like having the persona of a rapper, but at some point in time, yeah, you do have to. You essentially act like the same person as you were when you were 25 years old, and you still fighting niggas in the streets. You still getting into altercations. You still having like unnecessary beef and shit. It's like, hey, bro, I couldn't be 48 years old still trying to be on the scene, especially if I got money. Like if that's your excuse is this life or this my actions have afforded me a certain type of lifestyle, then I would say, cool, you would want to protect that lifestyle and grow up and show the maturation process instead of just like acting the same. Like nigga, you still wearing Averex coats and like being on the block, like that's crazy to me.
Pelly pill. Hey.
You share what Pelly Pele?
Pelly. Hey, shit, bro. Real quick before I say whatever I need to say, I do also want to shout out. This is the first time we had all 5 of us here. So
yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? So shout that shit out. And fuck, I can't remember, bro. See, I'm old. I forgot to shout everybody out. Shout out to King Charles III. Shout out to James Swayze. Shout out to Trey MF. And shout out to my boy S. Shannon iPhone.
Akbar. That nigga look like, boy, he about to pray in about 10 minutes. Like, yeah, we gotta hurry this up. I gotta mix a lot.
Hey, welcome to Respectfully New Episode. This is episode 6. Is it 6? It might
be 15 minutes in the video.
No, 7.
Yeah, episode 7. Respectfully a pod show. Yeah, now that's out the way. I'm with Trey, bro. I'm with Trey. I mean, I'm with kind of all of y'all. The shit don't bother me. I really don't give a fuck, but he do look a little silly. You know what I'm saying? Like and then, like he said, he's 48. I think a couple of weeks ago or some shit, the video surfaced of him like being in LA and niggas was like happy and talking about like they was outside and with some niggas and they don't gotta check in or they good everywhere type shit. And I'm just like, fam, you a old ass nigga, bro. Like, go sit down. Like, that's the shit you worried about? Like, you can be in a certain part of a neighborhood, I guess. I don't know. Maybe we was raised differently. Obviously, we was raised differently. You heard, but
you heard.
Yeah, and then he do that shit a lot too. It's like it's kind of annoying to hear him talk. You know, it's like, you know what I'm saying, we was going down here, you know what I'm saying, I be wearing the freshest shit, you heard. It's never used. I probably would have
a regular conversation, yeah.
And you know what I'm saying, my niggas, we was in the studio, you heard, I dropped some bars and you know shit was fire, you heard, and I was just like, you know, so it's just it's nonstop. So
is it the same as us saying bro all the time?
Nah, because I don't say bruh after like every time I stop talking. You know what I mean? But yeah, I really don't don't give a fuck though. So
I do have a bigger question then, right? With that. So what is like, what are some things that are now like age appropriate that we have to move past since we're talking about this subject? Like, what are some things that y'all look at and be like, oh, we definitely gotta, like niggas our age gotta stop doing X.
You gotta stop rapping. All right, I'm sorry.
Damn. Not him in particular, just anybody that's 48.
No, not him. He's already been doing it. Any nigga that's still trying to make it and you 40 over.
Okay. So if you made it and you 48, you can still rap.
Yeah.
But if you didn't make it and you 48, you still trying to rap? Oh yeah, hell no. Nah. That's crazy.
No, if you
what about producing
38 and you trying to still talking about like you going in the studio. Stop.
He brought up a good point though. What if you're a producer?
Yeah, can you still produce?
Yeah, you can produce.
You can
Okay,
make
cool.
beats.
Yeah,
Right, cool.
but you can't be the new.
What if you're an
up-and-coming
R&B
rapper
singer?
R&B is you good. You good there.
Can you start at 48 though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I can't bring back Tizzy the Kid?
Nah, that's just done.
That was your rap name?
Tizzy the Kid.
It is.
Shout out to Tizzy the Kid.
Hold on, time out, bro. Time out. That was your rap name? Was Tizzy the Kid?
Mm-hmm. It started from the Tismonian
Yeah, I need to
Devil.
know.
Sorry, it started from the Tismonian Devil, then it changed to Tismone, and then it changed to Tizzy the Kid.
Tismone.
Tismone, yeah.
Like Timon and Pumbaa Tismon?
Wait.
No, Tismone. So, all right.
Hold on, wait. Let me.
Go ahead. I'm trying to give you the story, nigga.
So what in your head was going on? The way you was like, Tismone.
Tismone started when I was 13, 14, something like that. I think I told my cousin, right? He was like, "Hey, what we're gonna pick up rap names, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, my name's Six Killer." Somehow, Six Killer got changed to Tismone over the phone. I don't know, some bad clarity or some shit. I don't know. So then I was over Tismone.
Wait, hold on, time out. But you said Six Killer, and he said, "I'm gonna write down Tismone."
Yep. And then from that
he
day on, Tismone.
He saved you.
And then I actually looked
he said
up,
he's 13. What the fuck you know about killing? What the hell?
So I looked it up and I kind of mixed it. So the definition of tissy in the dictionary is a confusion, basically a state of confusion. So that's kind of like what my persona was, basically, just state of confusion.
And then what was the moan part?
I don't know. I think I dropped the
moan.
Was
real confused.
Sound like
I dropped.
It sounds like a freaky superhero movie. Like his superpower is he's always in a state of confusion. He don't know what the fuck's going on.
So I dropped the moan is went by Tizzy, and then it was Tizzy the Kid, and then it was Tizzy the Don, and then it was Tizzy the Death because it's gone now.
What's it now?
He said Tizzy the Death is done. It's straight motherfucker now.
Okay, that's what's up. Swayze, you got a rap name?
Oh man.
Nah.
He lying. He lying. He lying.
S. Dot, you got a rap name?
Yeah, S. Dot, nigga. What you talking about?
S. Dot the mogul.
Yeah. Hell no.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, time out. S. Dot, you ain't never tried to rap?
Fuck no.
Hell nah.
I know my name.
He a gospel singer, that's why. He said, we don't do second music in this house.
Was that shade?
No, it's real bright in this motherfucker. That nigga was on some Marvin Sapp shit.
You might want to be careful.
I mean, since you brought it up.
Close the motherfucking doors. Yeah, nigga. Hold on, we'll get to that in a minute, though.
Yeah, you might want
Jermaine, what was your rap name?
I ain't had no rap name.
He lying.
I really didn't.
He's lying.
I didn't have no rap name.
What was your DJ name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't have no name. I didn't even get that far to where I gave myself a name. You feel me?
Yeah.
Shout out to my rap name, wherever you are.
What about you, Trey? You have a rap name, Trey?
Nah. Oh, we made up a little DJ name, but I ain't never had no. I never really wanted to rap.
Yeah.
I know whatever. Like I love rap. I wish I could rap, but I never was one of them type of niggas who's like a bunch of my niggas. I could say that too for me and Jermaine, but we was around a whole bunch of niggas that like tried to rap, and we was always just like, yeah, nah. We knew that is one thing I can say about me and this nigga. Some shit was just like, that ain't for me, bro. I'm cool. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna embarrass myself. Y'all ain't finna get me fucked. Man, hell no. Nah. And I know some niggas that in our crew that we know. They can actually rap. And shit, to be honest with you, Jermaine, like he write down bars. I heard him write down some shit. I'm like, he didn't send something. I'm like, this kind of, whatever. He can actually write. But him like trying to lay bars down, he knew better. He knew better. I think that's a sign of good friends because we would have been like, we probably did shows like, don't do it. Don't do it, bro. Because it's gonna be you better be good or we're gonna be on your ass. So yeah, nah, we ain't never do that one.
So who was it? Somebody brought it up talking about speaking of rappers,
Marvin said
guess they kind of rappers. I don't know if y'all saw Mr. Marvin Sapp.
He is not a rapper.
He's not a rapper.
He's a con
Gospel,
artist, but he's not a rapper.
gospel singer.
Crazy.
You're a gospel singer.
So I don't know. I'm sure if everyone's aware of Marvin Sapp holding the congregation hostage for about 40K.
Highway robbery on camera. That shit crazy.
Did everybody see that?
I heard the story.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah. So, just to put some context behind it, like it wasn't like this isn't something that happened just now. This happened back in July.
That shit was old.
Yeah, that shit happened a while ago. Yeah. But I'm not trying to like it's still like it's just hitting the news. Somebody just resurfaced, but at the same point, like this happened back in July. And that yeah, y'all go ahead, continue. Like you can tell the story though.
Nah, go ahead. We just feeling to see.
That was good information. Yeah, I mean, because I thought that shit happened just like last.
No, week. So they were at a not a concert, but like a revival.
Okay.
And I'm not trying to like just basically put some context behind it. Like normally at these things, they do ask for donations from the crowd to go ahead and fund the actual thing that they're doing. But I ain't never heard.
This is different from tithes, right?
Yeah, this is not tied. This is not the 20%. This is something extra they was trying to do.
20? Then one of the 20 was inflation. Jesus got inflation too.
No, it's always been 20, bro.
I thought 20, it was
10. Wait, is it 10 or 20?
It's 10. I'm about to say, hold on.
It might be 10. It might be 10. You might be
right. Back taxes. Shannon, we need clarity here. Shannon, is it 10 or is it 20?
It's for show 10. It's for show 10.
Yeah, it's definitely 10%.
Oh, okay.
God ain't that greedy, damn. He said he put a 20 on Jesus.
I'm a preacher's son too. I should know that, but whatever.
You know that nigga freaky. No diddy. Hey, listen. Shout out to the Lord also.
The preacher's kids. Yeah, preacher's kids. I thought it only mattered to like women, but I guess it would for dudes too, huh? I never explored that. Never got around to that.
Preacher son, I'm sorry.
No, I know the church kid. I know the church girls though. The preacher girls though. For sure.
Go ahead, Trey. I'm sorry.
No. And I was just the rest of it. Basically, I never heard anybody saying, "Lock the doors. I want $20 from everybody in the congregation and online, and we gonna wait. We gonna stay here until we get $40,000." Like that's like what? Like I was reading stuff online, bro. Dude was like, bro, I would have been on the phone with 911, went straight to the door, but like, you better let me out, or I'm pressing charges for kidnapping, basically. Yeah, it's like
it's just $20 though. But they could have forked up the $20.
You could have forked up the 20, but still, like, all right. So basically, in the gospel, and I'll go to church all the time, stuff like that. But God wants.
Wait.
What?
I heard from a little birdie. They said you don't go to church.
I was at church. I was at church 10 hours ago, bro. So.
Hey, I'm just saying. I just
they said they didn't say that you don't go to church. They just said you're forced to go to church. They said you're forced to go to church. Like you don't really be trying to go.
I don't know what birdie you talking to, but I don't force myself to
go
like,
who the fuck was snitching?
But no, so basically, from my church goings, God likes a happy giver. So if from that,
so do I. That's me and God.
Hey, y'all know a storm coming through Ohio right now, right? Y'all can get
I'm not in Ohio, so good luck with that.
Nah, but like basically, it's like God wants a happy giver. This is not happy at all. This is basically saying this is extortion. Basically, I'm gonna hold you until you give me your $20. Empty out your wallet. This is a stick up. You know what I mean? In church, basically.
So I do have a question, right? So let me throw him some bail. Do you think he was being performative? Do you think he was just like he didn't really have those expectations? He obviously that's what he wanted to get that much, but do you think that he was like maybe using some of his celebrity cachet and he was just more or less being performative and saying, come on, this is what we're gonna do. Let's lock the doors, whoopty blah blah, instead of like kind of just trying to encourage them, a little more encouragement to donate because of who he was.
I really think we was talking about rapping, right? We was talking about rapping. I think he started freestyling, and his freestyle went way wrong.
He took a left.
What the fuck? I don't know. I don't think that nigga was just saying shit because he said, "I want y'all to come put the basket up here. I want to see y'all." I want to see you. Shannon, you the resident gospel.
The resident gospel.
What's your thoughts on the whole Marvin Sapp situation, bro?
I mean, I've seen it happen before, right? I've seen people do that before. Not in that magnitude.
Yeah,
By
he
no
was
means. I've
bugging.
never seen anybody do it like that. But I mean, he wasn't out of the ordinary for doing it. I mean, I've seen it done before, but definitely in that way was kind of aggressive for sure.
So what's usually the talk after, like among the congregation? Like when something like that happened, and when you say you saw that, is it somebody like an outside, like what do they call like the pastors when they come in, like from another church or whatever, like the visiting pastors or whatever?
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
it
yeah,
is it
like a
like
visiting
them? Is it
pastor.
mostly them doing it?
Yeah, it's mostly them doing it, and it's mostly them trying to raise some money for the house they in, right? They call
Right.
themselves trying to raise some money for the house they're visiting. Um, that contest, I don't know what that was about.
So
I
then,
don't
like
know what that
when
was
you in
about.
church and like you know what I'm saying, y'all get the like the when everybody let out, y'all go to after maybe like the dinner after, or y'all go like what is the conversation amongst the congregation when something like that happens though? Do y'all be shit talking
I
or do
mean,
y'all
far
just
as
make
that,
jokes?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, far as that situation, I could imagine that the people was like, man, he was really aggressive. Close the doors.
Yeah.
Close the doors. I said, close the doors. Like,
He
he
was
was pretty
not playing.
aggressive.
He was
Yeah,
not playing. He meant business.
yeah,
That's
fact.
crazy.
Swayze, what you think,
But
bro?
yeah, I've never seen it done like that.
About the clip, I mean, yeah, I thought it was a little aggressive. I don't think I heard him say lock the doors. He just said close the doors. But I
They say
mean,
lock the door, close. I say close the doors.
close the door. He didn't lock them or
It
anything.
don't matter to me.
Close the door.
But after hearing you guys explain it, I mean, it makes a little sense. But yeah, I thought it was wild. But
Yeah, I mean, I'm with Swayze. Well, fuck all that shit, bro. I mean, you're not about to tell me what to give, the amount, and you know what I'm saying, and definitely to close the doors, lock the doors, whatever. I want to see you put it in the basket, shit. Yeah, I would have to tell Mr. Marvin Sack to suck my dick religiously. You know what I'm saying? Apologize.
You might want to back off of that. You never know.
Uh,
You never know. And it was on some Silence of the Lamb shit. I want to see you put it in the basket.
wow.
It
Yeah.
it puts the lotion on its skin.
Yeah. Shout out to the nope. Never mind.
Yeah, say it.
Hey,
Nah,
can
go
I say
ahead.
this though, real quick?
Yeah,
Can I say this
Go
real
ahead.
quick? I mean, as far
you
as
got
like
it.
Marvin Sapp is concerned, he probably charged them
Oh,
$10,000 for
for
him to even
sure.
come there to preach. So
For
he
sure.
like, hey, let's raise this money so I can get mines and the church can get theirs.
So the one thing
I need mine.
one thing I was reading about. So this dude, and I don't know if it was I don't know what it was for. Honestly, I think it was to fund whatever the event they're at or whatever. But at
Mhm.
the same point, like this, what I read, this dude just came off concert. Like he just got money off from a
Oh, he
concert.
got money.
So it's like it's not like he needed 40K. Like, you know what I mean? Like what are we doing here? You know what I mean? Like so like it had I think he had a purpose, but at the same point how he did it was all wrong. Like, you know what I mean? Like hey, we got some baskets, if everybody could pitch in $20 on their way out, not we gonna stay here. We all in together.
He need to
Like
make sure. He need to make sure that we got what we needed. So
but
what I really think it was, I think like I'm thinking that maybe the pastor or because I don't know nothing about the church. So we didn't really talk about the church. I think it was probably somebody, the pastor, the pastor's wife, somebody else was like, listen, our congregation ain't really doing what they supposed to be doing. They need a little encouragement. The pastor probably been complaining, and he was like, "Oh shit, don't worry about it. I'll go out here and I'll turn up for you and just do it on your behalf." It just seems so out of the. Listen, I'm not saying I'm not a church going person like that, not no more. But I was raised in the church, different denominations or whatever. I ain't never seen no shit like that. I ain't never seen nothing like that. But I preacher's kid, somebody that goes to church, way more often than I do. So I would take your word for it. To me, it seemed like it was probably not his doing. It was probably somebody else's doing, and they just used him because he's a big name. And he like, well,
yeah,
you
yeah.
could probably get people to donate over, you know what I'm saying? Like you're a celebrity essentially. So people gonna donate. Especially if you, I mean, I'm sure he performed. So you get to see him preach and perform. It's Marvin Sapp.
Whoa.
Better put that 40K out.
Yeah. So I guess in closing with Marvin Sapp, but I guess so I guess are like Trey, are y'all trying to say I guess he didn't really do anything outside of the ordinary. He didn't really do anything that you don't
Nah, he was bugging.
agree with besides maybe his approach. Is that saying like he kind of just went overboard a little bit with the approach, but what he was doing far as trying to get the 40K was
look, I mean, I put it this way: churches always ask for money. They always need donations. They live off donations. They don't charge a membership fee. Well, sorry, let me pause on that. Most churches don't charge a membership fee. They shouldn't charge a membership fee. People should be happy giving. But at the same point, like they're always asking for money.
4-hour health, mental health fitness.
Hey, some churches do it. Some churches ask for a membership fee. Like literally, to be a member of that church, you got to pay a fee. But at the same point, like what churches ask for money all the time. But the way he did it was way out of bounds. Like that was left field right there.
That's crazy.
All right, well, Shannon, you got anything in closing? We got we gotta wrap this one up. Move on.
Yeah, I don't have anything else.
Swayze, Trey.
Nah.
Nope. All right. Well, yeah. Shout out to the church. Shout out to those collection pans. Shout out to them big hats. Shout out
to the big hats.
Yeah, to the big
preacher's wife in the front row.
Yep. Shout out to the preacher's wife. Shout out to the preacher's boyfriend.
Whoa.
Shout out.
He taking shots.
Shout out to the gays, of course.
Why did they catch a stray?
No.
Yeah, what?
These are shout outs. What are you talking about?
These shout outs don't sound so pleasant all the time.
Yeah. All right.
Don't forget the other one. Shout out to the horse, because the preacher's gotta have horse.
Shout out to the horse. Yep.
Y'all go
to tough job, but somebody's got to
for sure.
All right.
It's not, don't get lost.
All right, motherfuckers. We are back for round 2. Why are you shaking your head, bro?
Cause, bro, but I don't understand why you just gotta have the curse words in there. I thought that was Trey's job to say motherfucker after everything.
Bro, that is proud too.
He says, Detroit stand up.
Right. Represent from
motherfucker.
Hey, that motherfucker's the cuss one, man. I don't know, like
what?
How I got the motherfucking name? Like
you say motherfucker all the time.
I don't know how I got the motherfucking name.
Bro, when I first met you, bro, I remember like leaving your crib was like, yeah, that nigga cuss a lot. Dre was like, bro, all the fucking time. And nigga say motherfucker after everything. I was like, oh, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm like, is it just when you get drunk or like when we having a good time? He was like, oh, this is how that nigga talk now. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Thanks. So we're gonna get in here to discuss, LeBron, y'all favorite.
Hey, see, he already taking cheap shots.
Y'all favorite. I meant the audience. He's the
okay.
He's the king. Shout out to the king, Burger King, Whoppers, all that. Listen, LeBron is in the media still, going back and forth with Stephen A. Smith. He's taking his stance on the NBA now versus the past. He went on Pat McAfee Show. Shout out to Pat McAfee. Shout out to Indianapolis. That's 3 weeks in a row. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure y'all been seeing what's going on with LeBron, and I guess.
Hey, Pat Mac. You remember when you guys in Indy and you guys went to the Broadpool? There's like a little lake there. Not a lake, a little like creek there. So Pat McAfee's known to fame, bro. He was dared to jump in that motherfucking naked. So after he got drunk at the bars and everything in Broad Ripple, that nigga ran and jumped inside of the fucking river, White River, butt ass naked, got arrested, indecent exposure. But anyway, sorry, I was just about Pat Mac. But go ahead.
No, I didn't know that, but thank you for that.
Little history behind it.
Thank you for that Pat McAfee information. I'm sure that's out there to the masses that didn't know outside of Indianapolis.
That's what That's
what you're here for, buddy.
Well, boy.
Yeah, we're just gonna go around, see what everybody think about, what's going on with LeBron, some of the comments he made about, his situation with Stephen A. Smith, NBA now and then, all those things. So take it away.
You gonna ask us like a specific question or something?
Let me start off because I don't have shit. So I don't know what the fuck we talking about.
We talking about LeBron.
It is what it is.
We talking about LeBron and against the media.
Fuck him.
Fuck LeBron.
Damn. He said fuck him.
Why fuck LeBron? What he did? You on Jermaine's team.
There are no teams here.
He on Jermaine's team. I see what's going on. I see what's going on. I mean, listen.
So, give me some more context behind, besides the Stephen A. Smith shit.
All right. So LeBron made a surprise appearance on Pat McAfee's show podcast. They talked about just a bunch of different things throughout his career. Mostly a lot of shit. Most recent talked about his situation with Stephen A. Smith. He kind of went at Stephen A. Smith saying, what we kind of talked about before. It was about him being a father and all that. He surprisingly took shots at Brian Windhorst. I don't personally understand that one. He talked about Bronny. He talked about, he said if Giannis played back in the 70s, he would score 250 points, basically saying that the players in the 70s were trash and now they can't fuck with them. And he could have also played in any era. He took shots, or what else? What else did they talk about?
He took shots.
I mean, he I feel like he went on. To me, this seemed like an interview that he would have probably had like when he's about to retire, or he would have been like maybe a couple years after he retired, where he just goes and he like addresses everybody that's been talking shit for the last 20-something years. That's what it kind of seemed. It seemed like he was just kind of fed up, and maybe that little altercation with Stephen A. Smith emboldened him. He was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just go out here and just say what I need to say to everybody."
I feel like he's on his way out anyway, so maybe that is his little.
Yeah, but I feel like he would have done it. I feel like he would have done it maybe a little bit later after he had already retired. I fuck with LeBron, so there's that. And it's not. This ain't really me being biased or anything like that. I feel like he has probably gotten a lot of unfair scrutiny over the years, just in general. And I could understand, I think he's just a product of his time. I don't think that he's different than any other superstar that would have been. That's fine. I don't think that he's different than any other superstar. But I think the fact that he had so much put on his back from the time that he came into the league.
Hey, them Kobe's is fire.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Them is nasty. But what do that got to do with the conversation? Nothing. It don't have nothing to do with nothing. He just wanted to say something about Kobe because what? You don't think that Kobe would have had the same kind of? You don't think that Kobe would have came out and be like, "Bro, I'm tired of you niggas." Bro, matter of fact, Kobe stopped talking to the media because he was mad at them niggas. But whatever. Anyway, Bron, right? So I just feel like he went out and he addressed everything. I don't think that it's any different than any other superstar. I just think that we in the age of social media, you get a lot more people having access to you. You done brought your family into the fold with just because of social media, even before Bronny got to the league, and you get a lot of unfair criticism. Like, I done seen shit on the internet where they be talking about, bruh, when is failure? When do we celebrate failure? And it's like, oh, he's 4-6 in the finals. Yeah, but he went 8 straight times. Like, that's an accomplishment. I do understand, like, he didn't win every time, but he went to the finals 8 straight times. I don't care if it was in the whack ass East or whatever the case may be. If he had a super team, I don't care nothing about that. That nigga was playing against other NBA players. That niggas get paid multi-million dollars to do the same thing he do, and he was able to dominate the league for a long period of time, whether other niggas got championships or not. It just seemed crazy to me. And I feel like, over the years, people have made a name. Stephen A. Smith in particular, and him and Skip, they've made a name off of just hating LeBron. And after a while, it's kind of like, bro, this shit kind of I'm assuming it's got to get old. Like, bro, y'all niggas just keep talking about me. And now that my son is in the league, now y'all talking about my son. It's like, bro, I'm fed up. I don't have the capacity to just take it on the chin no more. Pause. I'm gonna say something to you now, because why are we doing this? I don't understand it, but I'm a sympathizer, so you feel me? That's what it's gonna be. But I would feel the same way if they did it to anybody else too. Like they did a shit to KD. They was on KD's ass. He just got a burner account and spazzed out on the internet. And they're both like, oh, well, we know it's you. But he also is not the face of the league. LeBron been the face of the league for 20 some years. He talked about that too, not want to be the face of the league because of all the criticism that you get. So that was one more thing that he discussed.
That was beautiful. That was so beautiful.
But that's my opinion. It just, I don't know.
You did a great job.
Yeah, you gonna criticize, but some shit they be taking it too far.
Swayze, Trey.
I mean, we kind of discussed this LeBron thing. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we discussed LeBron 3-4 times this pod so far. But at the same point, like I don't know, he's good. I don't have anything argument against him. And at the same point, like it's any source of public figure is going to have some sort of scrutiny or some sort of people are going to be against him just because he's famous. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter about what you do, how you do it. You know what I mean? You could be the drug lord. People are going to scrutinize you because you did something good or wrong or something against character or something that was way across it. But
so, do you think that the comments that he made was disrespectful to the NBA legends that paved the way for him?
Oh, on that fact, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I said it before.
I think he was being sarcastic, but
I said it before. I think me and Trey had a disagreement with it. Like I said it before. I don't think he could do the 80s, 90s. I don't think he could have survived in the era of the bad boy Detroit Pistons and where fucking people were given chokeholds and tackled and shit like that. This nigga does not bro, he flops on everything.
That nigga is 6'8", 275. He would have ran them niggas over.
Right. But bro, I'm not a LeBron hater, but at the same point, like this nigga flops off. Like he literally.
That's the name of the game now.
Somebody flips his fucking finger, like his fucking eyelash. This nigga's gonna fucking flop
too in the interview.
Yeah.
What do you say about the flops? What do you say about the flops?
Basically, he says that he's not getting foul calls, so he flops to try to get calls.
I mean, you're right about everybody does it though, because fucking not Thompson, but Curry did the same shit. But at the same point, like I don't maybe I'm wrong, but at the same point, I don't think he could have survived in the 80s, late 80s, 90s.
He definitely would. Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't think that. I think he would have definitely survived. I'm not saying that he would have.
I mean,
obviously he wouldn't have scored 250 points, but
no.
But think about it. Like Ghana said, he said, he probably would have
scored
75. And Giannis, my bad. Thanks for calling me out. Appreciate it. But yeah, he said that if he was playing in the 70s, then he would pretty much be used to what they're doing back then. So if LeBron was playing in the 80s or the 90s and it was that physical and you can be that physical, I'm sure LeBron, being as big as he is, he would have been more physical and he probably would have been a better player back then.
Can I say something real quick in terms to that? So I agree with you. You can't have it both ways. And I feel like a lot of times, a lot of people, when I hear them have this conversation, they act as if the players from now are going to go back to the 70s and hoop like they do right now.
Right.
It doesn't mean that, this is in my opinion, doesn't mean necessarily they have more skill or they're more athletic or they're faster or whatever. I feel like the people in the past, that's just not how the game was. So they didn't focus.
Yeah, the program updated.
They didn't focus on certain things. It's not that they couldn't do the same things that these people are currently doing. It's just not how the game was played. So if you're going to take Allen Iverson or you're going to take LeBron James or whoever and you're going to put them back in the 70s, they're going to play how they played in the 70s. And it's not going to be so much, even though you're a star to where we're feeding you doing this, or you're gonna dictate how the game is gonna go. Also, it was coached differently back then. So I'm not saying LeBron wouldn't have survived, because I can't say LeBron wouldn't have survived back then, but at the same time, the other side, because it has to be, you know what I'm saying, it has to go both ways. Pause. But I don't know if LeBron would stand out if you look at his skill set as LeBron James back then, or even, you know what I'm saying, because he would have been on the block. He would have been like a 4. So he wouldn't have had the ball. He would have been post up, and it would have been if the player's running to you, then we throwing it to you, but it's going to be all post up. Now, would he been able to succeed in that? Maybe. I don't know.
You say he'd have been more like a Karl Malone.
He would have been more right. He would have been more like a Karl Malone. So
he would have been like Magic.
There probably wouldn't have been. No, Magic was still, he kind of Magic started to begin that.
He would have been the first to do it.
So I probably would agree with Swayze. I think he would have been more like, because Magic was 6'9", and they allowed him to move the ball and pass the ball and do all that kind of stuff, whatever. So I'm saying he would probably, I think he would be like a hybrid between what y'all saying, like a Magic and a Karl Malone. So I agree with you. I agree with you, Jermaine, as far as I don't think that he would have been, it wouldn't have looked the same. He wouldn't have played the exact same, obviously, because of just the way the game was played and coaching. So I can kind of, but I do feel like his skill set, they may have allowed him to do something a little bit different, like a Magic Johnson.
I guess. But yeah, I guess that's my kind of thoughts on that. So Giannis, I do think it was disrespectful. That's where I was trying to go. So the answer to the question is,
but you know why he said that, right?
Why did he say it, Trey?
He was saying that the older people be always disrespecting him, and he was like, I'm basically saying like, y'all keep talking about what that we couldn't manage, but he's saying Giannis, he would have dominated in any league. So him saying 250, I think he was just being exaggerative, but he was more or less responding to all the older players saying like, y'all couldn't have played in our era, because I feel like he gets that a lot too. Like, oh, you couldn't have played back with us, whatever. He like, y'all sound crazy. We would have dominated the same way we dominate now. We'd have dominated y'all the same exact way, because basketball is still basketball.
All right. So I saw somebody, I can't remember who it was, but they made a great comparison to that. I haven't heard too many old people hate on LeBron James. I've heard them say about maybe players couldn't, whatever, but I have heard a couple of people say LeBron James couldn't play in that era. But it goes down to, they're not talking about physically could he play, mentally. You can't tell me that this league ain't soft now. Pause. We talked about that a week or 2 weeks ago. I think a lot of times what they said, like if like LeBron mentally, you saw early in his career, he didn't want to take the shot, he didn't want to he didn't want to drive late game because he didn't want the pressure of the free throws, he didn't want to take the shots, all that. Once a Jordan would have smelt that on you, he would have took his spirit, and he would have, who knows, if you know what I'm saying, he probably would have been a Ben Simmons out here. So I think that's what they're saying. Like, they don't have that, you know what I'm saying? They're team hopping there. I don't have enough help. Hey, me and you and so, let's hook up. And I'm not even talking about just LeBron. Everybody's doing that shit now. So I think they're talking about just that toughness, that mental toughness that players in the 70s and shit had to possess. That killer instinct that people had to possess. I think that's what they mean. Like, that translates, that has nothing to do with your game. Just you playing in the 70s, he's still gonna be that person. He ain't gonna have that killer instinct. So,
or you don't think he had a killer instinct?
He just don't.
But he does, though. You got to have a killer instinct to go to the finals 8 straight times.
All right, bro. I guess. Again, we're giving out consolation.
You have to be mentally tough to go to the finals.
Cares. Jerry West went to 9 NBA finals in 14.
Yeah, and that's why he's a logo.
He went to 9 NBA finals in 14 seasons, and yeah, he's a logo. But I ain't never heard you talk about Jerry West.
Because I never seen Jerry West play basketball. So why am I talking? You ain't never heard me talk about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar neither. I don't. Them niggas ain't my fucking. That ain't my speed, nigga.
That's what I'm
saying.
That
hook shot shit. I don't know nothing about that. I know about what I watched. So I talk about niggas that I watched.
Right.
I watched play basketball.
I got you. The niggas you watched. You said it 4 times. So the niggas you watched.
Mm-hmm.
We watched him too, and he don't have no killer instinct. Going off and watching him going 9 times is a stat. So if we talking about stats and we looking at,
it's not a stat. You have to have a killer instinct to win those games, to go to the final. You have to be mentally tough to play that many games in a row. We talking about a 9-year span where you're playing to the last game of the season every single year. You have to go through all these teams that are working. They in the off season, they're planning to beat you specifically because they know that you're gonna be there, and you still win. That come on, bro. The mentally tough shit you're talking about. When they talk about the mentally tough shit, the other thing they talk about with LeBron is that nigga knows the game forward and backwards. He knows everything about basketball. That nigga's a fucking savant at this shit. So you don't think that you don't think that he would be able to figure them niggas out back then? Like, what are we talking about? That doesn't make any sense.
all right. So if you, bro, this is going off. It's gonna go down a whole nother path. That's cool. He a basketball savant, right? I mean, he is.
We could take it off of him. How many niggas you think that could have played now?
Bro,
Okay, so how many people you think could have played now that couldn't play back then?
Bro, listen, we keep switching the thing. So I don't even know where we at now on what we talking about. I don't give a fuck about none of that bullshit, bro. That's fine. He don't have a killer instinct. To me, he don't have a killer instinct. He can go to 9 finals in a row. Wonderful. That's great, bro. They playing fucking basketball. We done talked about this before too. I'm not saying you don't got to be physically in shape and all that shit, but quit acting like this niggas is going out building 5 buildings a day. And like they're playing fucking basketball.
But you brought the killer instinct thing.
Right. He don't have killer instinct to me.
But why do you say that? If I just gave you proof that he does have killer instinct.
Because a nigga that got killer instinct ain't gonna go and run from the competition and join it. That's not killer instinct.
What competition did he run from? He didn't go join Detroit or the Pistons. I mean, or Boston. He went to Miami.
With probably arguably at the time next person that could either say he was the best player in the league. Who else was saying
he was one of
who was saying that who was better than Dwayne Wade? LeBron James,
you had Kevin Durant that was still in the league.
At that time.
Kobe was still in the league in his prime. He won championships after that. Yes.
All right. So you name 3 people.
There's more people than that's more people.
Who was
there's more people. You still had all of Boston. So there you go. You got Paul Pierce.
I'm asking about one player.
I'm telling you.
Do not listen to my question. How many players were equal to or better than Dwayne Wade?
At that time, I don't think Dwayne Wade was probably was in like the top 10.
All right, y'all got it.
You saying that it was LeBron James and then Dwayne Wade during that time?
I asked you a question. You gave me.
I'm asking you a question.
So y'all got it.
You asking me a question, but you don't have an answer. So you saying it's Dwayne. You saying it's LeBron James and then Dwayne Wade. I'm saying it's
how
not.
Many players?
And I just said a bunch of them.
You didn't.
I just named you 4 people.
You named me 3 people, and then
that's still 3 more people than you named.
Okay, Trace. I'm
acknowledge any of those names?
I'm making a point. Dwayne KD he wasn't better than Dwayne Wade at that time. So it was LeBron, Kobe, and Dwayne Wade that you could put all on the same level or whatever. Interchange 1, 2, 3. Name somebody outside of them 3 that was better than Dwayne Wade.
Paul Pierce. You don't think that Paul Pierce was better than Dwayne Wade at the time when Paul Pierce was winning championships?
Swayze, go ahead, bro. We can't hear you.
Still off, bro.
Trey,
motherfucker.
You got to answer to that. If you want to answer that until he gets his shit together.
Shit, he froze up. To be honest, bro, I don't really have an opinion on this. We're talking about who's better than who at the time. I think and what I want to try to stem down to is basically would LeBron survive in this league versus the others? Now we are what you guys are talking about basically is who's top 5 during Dwayne Wade and when LeBron and Celtics, and there's a lot of players back then. I mean, I'm not going to say who's top and who's not then, but at the same point, like I do feel like I'm going to take Jermaine's side on it. I don't feel like he has a killer instinct, and the reason I say this is because I don't see him closing games like your Kobe, I just don't see him controlling the game like
Jordan did. You mean at the end of the game?
at the end of the game, just closing the shit out, like just making the shit, basically taking the game in his hands and winning it for the team. Like and I'm not saying I've never seen him do it. He has done it before in some certain games, but I feel like watching Jordan, watching Kobe, they've done it time after time after time.
But
Got a
you're only talking about
reputation
taking the
for doing
last
it.
shot, though.
Not the last shot. I'm talking about like just basically like, because he like, look, LeBron is great at assists. I'm gonna tell you right now, I would put him at one or two right by Magic Johnson on assist. LeBron is a great defender. I don't see people playing a lot of defense these days, but I see LeBron still playing defense. Um, the one thing that I don't see LeBron doing is just taking control of the game. You're supposed to be the superstar out there, right? You're supposed to be the.
You talking about now or before?
I'm talking about not now. I don't think he's the same caliber player he was now than what he was 3-4 years ago. Now I can get it. Niggas like what? He's my age. He's 40.
He's 40.
Shit. He ain't like these young bloods coming up with a little bit of lion energy in their fucking tummy. You know what I mean? Like pause.
Right.
But but at the same point, like him back then, I'm gonna say 5 years ago. Him 5 years ago, 6 years ago, whatever. I never seen him step out and actually do it on a consistent basis where he just controls the flow of the game and makes it his game, like I've seen his predecessors do before.
Fuck that nigga.
That's harsh.
No, I'm talking about LeBron James.
He's talking about LeBron because he's a hating ass nigga.
LeBron James.
On a sidebar, your camera looks real good. Not to say you look good, but your no, your picture looks good. Like, yeah.
Shannon, I think you got your pause for the
my picture, bro.
I said you was sexy, bro. You said you was sexy in a little
specifically. I
said
said your camera looks real good.
The lighting with your skin
look real good.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
That light hit real good.
The ambiance. He said when you step out of the water and then shit glisten all over your body.
Wait, we still can't hear you, bro.
Can't hear you, bro. Look.
Hit this.
Jermaine mute my boy because he don't want me to have no backup.
Nah, I think.
All right, let's do this
now.
There you go.
There you go.
Go ahead, Swayze. Go ahead.
Say that again.
Well, whatever
you go ahead.
Comment about this LeBron James situation, killer instinct, just whatever, the whole thing, I guess.
I mean, well, for one, I like the interview. The interview was pretty good. I think he has a killer instinct. I mean, I pretty much would say the same thing Trey says, but I mean, I do agree that he doesn't close games, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like, might not be like Jordan. He didn't talk a lot of shit or anything, but I think that's why people don't think he has a killer instinct, because Jordan was like talking shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like LeBron
Jordan talked shit the whole game.
Right. And I mean, I guess that gives you more of a killer instinct, and all the stories you hear about Jordan, how, he would say, I'm gonna drop 40 on you and drop 50 that night. But I mean, I think LeBron has a killer instinct. I do agree that, he doesn't close games, takes like, the last shot, but I mean, throughout the game, he is trying to win. But yeah, that's, pretty much my take on it.
I've never said that I don't think LeBron James tries to win. I just don't think.
I mean, but I feel like, I mean, that to me, like, it's just, I mean, he's got a killer instinct. He's out there trying to, fucking kill shit, bro. It's LeBron.
So you don't think he runs from competition?
Nah.
And
before, like, and people always give him shit about the, going to Miami. And I mean, like he said in the interview, when you think about it, I mean, that makes sense, for him to leave. Shit, he gave it all he could. It's time to go.
So
I mean, and again, real quick, I mean, at that time, bro, you had what, Boston Celtics. I mean, they had the big four. You know what I mean? Like, is he supposed to go to another shitty team and, try and carry that team? I mean, I always thought Dwayne Wade was like, thought it was like the big two. I never really cared for Chris Bosh, so I never felt like the big three. Bosh was all right, but.
So real quick, because I was trying to get your answer. Do you believe that Paul Pierce is better than Dwayne Wade?
And man, Paul Pierce, he's probably one of my top five, but no, not Dwayne Wade.
Thank you.
Was he better? Was he better than Dwayne Wade at that time? Not overall, just at that time.
Never.
They was winning. He was
I
winning
mean,
championships, bro. What are
I
you
don't
talking
know.
about?
I feel like that's something I'd have to look into because I don't know if like who's older. Are they the same age?
Paul Pierce.
Nah, Paul Pierce older.
Paul Pierce
Was
older.
someone declining while like one was still in their prime?
Paul Pierce was never as good as
No,
Dwayne.
I mean, I think Paul Pierce, he was just too slow. I feel like Dwayne Wade just the way he moved, just I don't know. It's what.
Y'all sound crazy.
But Paul
And for Jermaine to be
was a
for
killer
Jermaine
also.
to be
I mean,
into the NBA like that, for him to say that Paul Pierce wasn't even close to Dwayne Wade is nuts to me.
I didn't say he wasn't close.
No, Jermaine's saying that. I'm saying the
I said
fact that
he
he's
was.
saying that is
I
nuts to
said
me.
he was never
I mean,
as good as Dwayne Wade. That's not you. You changing up what I'm saying to help fit.
So you saying even that statement, him never being as good as Dwayne Wade, you sound crazy. There was a point in time where that nigga was, bro, he was going toe to toe with Kobe for years. It was either Kobe or Paul Pierce. Them was the two stars in the league
Yeah,
that was doing all the shit. Right. So if
their
you're going toe to
team.
toe with
yeah,
He was.
I
Kobe,
mean,
if you're
Listen,
going toe to toe with Kobe and you knocking Kobe out, when Kobe scored 40, you score 40, or when LeBron scored 40, you score 40. Like, what do you mean you're not as good as Dwayne Wade?
so you acting like. I mean, I don't know what y'all want. I don't know what y'all want from
I
niggas.
want you to use your common sense. That's all.
I want niggas. I want people to understand. Just because you say somebody may not be as good as somebody else was, is not a put down to that person that you're talking about. But to me, he
No, I'm
was.
not. I'm not saying this was a put
But to
down.
me, he was not. He was never. Paul Pierce was never as good of a basketball player than
Mhm.
Dwayne Wade. Was he winning? Was his teams winning? Yes. Was he a major contributor to those wins and
He
had
was the best player on the Celtics
and
team.
might have been the best player on the team? But sometimes you can be the best player on a team and have a good team, a good coach, and
Mhm.
win games and win championships. That does not mean that you are a better basketball player than somebody else. Yes, he had more success. If we're talking about career wise, maybe
oh,
his career path, you know what I'm saying, was going better than Dwayne Wade's, but that don't make him a better basketball player. I don't think that he was nowhere close as skilled or as good as Dwayne Wade was.
So what if his numbers match up?
I mean, I'm looking at it right now,
I
and
don't know, bro.
I'm just asking the question. I'm asking the question.
Numbers,
I'm
I
just
don't
asking
give
the
a fuck
question.
about
I'm
numbers.
asking the question. What if
I'm
his numbers match
answering. You
up?
just asked it. I'm answering it. I don't really give a fuck about numbers because numbers can lie, and nobody watches the game like that. We don't need to watch the game if all we need to do is go open a book and go look at the numbers because y'all don't want to do
But
that.
numbers matter though, right? You
I
don't think
mean, I feel
numbers
like
matter?
numbers do matter. But yeah,
Numbers are actually.
if you're talking numbers, I mean, Dwayne Wade definitely. I mean, he's got three championships. Paul Pierce got one. Um, I mean,
But
Paul Pierce six
numbers don't.
All-Star games. Dwayne Wade 13. They both got one Finals MVP. All NBA first team. Paul Pierce 0. Dwayne Wade 2. All NBA teams, 8 Wade, Paul Pierce 4. All defensive teams, 3 Wade, Pierce 0. Scoring leader, Dwayne Wade 1. Paul Pierce 0. I mean, everything is in Dwayne Wade's favor when it comes to numbers, except for rebounds per game. Other
What's their
Hold
career
on,
average?
hold on.
Ask the question.
Let me just say
Go
this real
ahead.
quick.
career average,
Points per game.
Dwayne Wade, well, this says best season. Dwayne Wade 30.2 and Paul Pierce 26.8. That was in 2006, and Dwayne Wade was 2009. Um, total points, yeah. I mean, looking at the numbers here,
Well, Paul Pierce played more than Dwayne Wade.
Paul
But
Pierce played 19, and Dwayne Wade had 16 seasons.
Perfect.
Paul
all right,
Pierce
let's
had
let's
more playoff experience than Dwayne Wade, though.
let's close this out, yo. Because it's a let's do a 30-second argument. Um,
All right,
say your point, Jermaine, and then
Oh, go
Trey,
ahead.
say your
Yeah.
point, and then let's move on.
listen. Numbers only matter when they don't matter for your argument. And that's why I don't like numbers because at the end of the day, you can go pull up these and that, this number, that number, and nobody watches the game like that. Numbers can also lie. Niggas can come in, get just some garbage ass points, assists, rebounds, or whatever, what it don't matter, and stat they shit to make it look good, but they team lost or you didn't have a good game. Nobody gives a fuck about numbers. And at the end of the day, when it comes down to what the ultimate goal is in the game is to fucking win, niggas want to talk about the numbers and say somebody's been to somewhere this many times, even though they didn't win, which is the ultimate goal. But they made it there a bunch. Is bullshit to me. And that's why numbers don't really fucking matter. We look at the game, we can see who can hoop, we can see who got heart, we can see who's a bitch and who's not. And that's how I judge the game. So y'all niggas can do whatever, however y'all want. Y'all can suck whoever's dick y'all want to. But that's all I got on that, bro.
And now he's being a hypocrite.
Trey, you got I gave him 55 seconds. You got 55 seconds.
I mean, he can say whatever he want to say. He can talk about that numbers bullshit. He's lying. Because he'll have that same argument for his whack ass quarterback who almost wins, and he'll use that in his argument. So to me, that's so you just being a hypocrite. So that's fine. It is what it is. We all understand that some niggas don't like LeBron, some niggas do. And that's fine. And you're gonna make all the excuses in the world as to why you don't like him and why he's not great. And the rest of us are gonna make all the excuses as to why he is. So we ain't never gotta talk about the LeBron shit no more. It is what it is.
Hey,
We gonna come to a conclusion that
Hold up. Let me finish.
one nigga's a hater, one nigga's a hating ass nigga, just hating so hard for no reason.
What's the other
and
nigga?
then everybody else is just watching the game. That's all.
Yeah. All right.
No, your 55 seconds is up, buddy. It's over with.
I know.
It's over. It's done.
I know.
All right, let's go on to the let's land this plane, guys.
Trey, Swayze,
Fellas.
y'all got anything? Let's do bar for bar. Unless y'all got something. Swayze, you got something else on that?
What, on the LeBron interview?
Yeah.
Nah.
I ain't got shit. Shane, you got anything? I'll give you a minute like everybody else.
Something, then that'll be another 30 minutes. So
Yeah. I ain't got shit. Fuck them.
I knew it. Fuck it. I knew it was coming.
I mean, hey, one thing I can say though is I did find it funny, Stephen A. response after the interview. I mean, LeBron talked about him for like maybe 3-4 minutes, and Stephen A. went out there, bro, and had like a full 20 minutes, and it was just crazy.
Oh, that nigga Taylor Swift.
And then LeBron posted on IG him doing the boxing. Y'all seen that?
Yeah,
Kevin Love get on his ass too.
Bro, hey, I've never seen it till then. So
all right, so yeah, real quick, after we're done with that LeBron bullshit, we got bar for bar. Everybody brought their bar. We can go ahead and spit our bars. We'll get the fuck up out of here. Trey, you said you had a bar, so I'll let you go ahead.
Me?
Whichever.
I'll go.
Redhead or deadhead, one of y'all.
All right, so I'll let y'all guess who this is. Sure, you know. I bomb atomically. Socrates' philosophies.
What?
Hypotheses.
Socrates.
Boy, can't define how I'll be dropping these mockeries. Lyrically performing armed robbery. Flee with a lottery. Possibly they spotted me.
That's my bar. Hey, listen, I'm sorry, Wu-Tang. Let me be the first to apologize to Wu-Tang for that. The bars is atomically Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses
can't define how I'll be dropping these mockeries.
Lyrically,
so I didn't say it the way. So I didn't say it the way you said it. So that's
it was your cadence was off. I don't know what was going on. You said Socrates.
Socrates. Okay, I'll pronounce it wrong. Socrates. Socrates.
All right. Yeah. Swayze, you got a bar?
I mean, yeah, I do.
Okay, let's hear it.
So, do you want me to tell you, or are y'all gonna guess it like Trey?
No, we ain't gotta guess.
Well, I mean, it's not one of my favorites, but it says, "They love me when I was stuck. They hate it when I departed. I go and get it regardless. Draw it like I'm an artist."
He copied my whole fucking flow.
Keep going.
That's it, bro.
You gotta finish these. You gotta finish them.
That's the bar right there.
All right. Who's that?
So no.
Yeah, but I wanted you to finish out the bars. I was ready to join in.
Pause.
I mean, that's all. Meek Mill though, Dream and Nightmare.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Shout out to Meek Mills. I say his name like Meyer. You know, you say like Myers, Kroger's,
Walmart's.
Yeah. Shout out to Meek Mills. S. Dot.
Both of
You got any bars?
Never would have made it.
Good try. Nah, but I don't have nothing.
Never.
Fuck them.
Without you. I would have lost it all.
Anyway, hey Trey, where's your bar?
Let's see. I still remember the day I saw you. I was on your ass like back pockets. Niggas love to hate, but what is that stuffing? So much that I wanted to say straight to your face, but you're so two-faced that you don't know what face. You're the reason we'll be going separate ways. You're the reason we cannot communicate. It's not the things you say, it's what you don't say. I'm not in your way, you're in your own way. So I don't care how you're yelling at me.
Word for word, bar for bar.
That's a little Drake for y'all. Some pipe down.
Oh, Drake.
Drake.
Yeah.
Trizzy.
Down.
Why does your ex think we beefing? Is that man all right? That nigga can't even look at me. He fell off twice. And I'm back popping. I remember the day man, that nigga was going crazy on this song. But go ahead.
All right. Shout out to Drizzy Drake.
Yeah. We still fans over here.
No, you ain't. You stay on that side.
No, we still fans. Listen.
Hey,
listen. You lost it. You lost the fight. I can't not be your friend because you lost the fight. Like, damn, bro, you got your ass whooped. But I still fuck with your music.
Over there.
What does it say over there? I
don't read a dictionary or something. So
working on stage.
All right. So my bar for this week.
What J. Cole did.
Oh man, y'all made me fucking lose it. Anyways, all right, so damn, I lost it. But so I'll say this. Virginia's for lovers, but trust us, hate here for out of towners that think that they gonna move weight here. Ironic, the same place I'm making figures at, that is the same land they used to hang niggas at. I'm from Virginia, so I'm sure y'all know who that is.
That's my bar.
That's it for me for
I thought this was Star Trek. I mean, I thought this was Virginia the whole time. When they used to throw it up all the time, I was like,
yeah, the Star Trek
on the Virginia. Then he's like, Jermaine was like, no, bro, that's Star Trek. I'm like, oh,
but for real,
that
it
makes
was
sense
Virginia,
too.
Though, right?
Right, so that's why I thought he was throwing up Virginia. But it's Star Trek.
I mean, I feel like that would be Virginia. I feel like Star Trek would be more.
Star Trek is like that. Virginia's like that.
This, you know what I mean?
Well, wherever he was throwing up Star Trek. He wasn't throwing up Virginia. So I was wrong.
I think Star Trek would be more like.
Oh, next time we on the pod, I also want to know what's the dumbest thing y'all thought when y'all was a kid. I got a great one that Jermaine he just loves so much.
Listen, it looked like there's a lot of gang signs being thrown up here, so I just want
because we throwing up Virginia.
This pod is not gang affiliated. This ain't the no jumper. All right,
Rico charge coming through.
We got jumpers up here, some of us for sure.
How many of us got jumpers up here, Jermaine?
That's his Ocean View. That's not blood, by the way. That's Ocean View.
How many of us up here got jumpers, Jermaine?
One. So yeah, I'm done. I ain't got nothing to say. I'm done for the night. I know since it's been a little long or whatever. Pause. Shout out to everybody out there again. Make sure you listen, or like, share, subscribe, comment. Tell us if we suck. All that. Tell us if we are great. Tell us if you want to go lay in Trey's bed, or if you want to hire Trey as the fucking next coach of your Pee Wee Lions football team, or Shannon is available to be the deacon at your next whatever the fuck. And if Swayze wants to get information about remodeling bathrooms, I don't give a fuck. It's common. That's all I got. So anybody else, y'all gotta clear the runway or whatever?
I ain't got shit.
Yeah, I ain't got shit.
Peace, love, prosperity to everybody.
Peace, love, prosperity to everybody. All right, and I thank all of you for showing up tonight. Fuck LeBron James still. Fuck all his fans. Fuck all of it. Fuck all of it. And y'all some dick suckers. Shout out to the dick suckers. We really need you. Yeah.
I never understood niggas that hate for no reason.
Shut up.
Making millions.